It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Colts on Sunday night primetime.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup, and they know that they are in for a fight here. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A beautiful fake. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 23 carries for an even 100 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and down the field.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan.
Let's go.
It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Barr able to put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then
come on now, defense.
And say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Bulldozes past him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets
good defense.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot.
They missed the field goal. They were close to it.
It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Come on, Dick. You gotta throw the ball right. Lead.
The linebacker. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Here's Ryan. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On first down, Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Throwing on second and long. Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And that will wind up.
They missed the field goal again.
It ran out of gas at the end, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
Oh my, come on, Dak, bro. Every game we play, he throw interception, bro. God, leave.
Back here just past the 35.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And this is incomplete. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Come on, offense. We got to score now. Our defense kept us in the game.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on him.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Bro, this nigga cannot throw. I need another quarterback, bro.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan.
Every game we play, he throw interception.
Got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And Ryan's throw caught by Pierce. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Let's go, Diggs.
And he will be
We got to play better now, man.
what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
My secondary was good. The offense got to get going.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Dak and the Cowboys ready.
I read those 3 interceptions, bro.
He's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's heading now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
Let's go, Diggs.
It in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it here to the...
Ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Oh, this nigga cannot fucking throw.
By Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Personal foul. Unnecessary running.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Ryan. He sees Fuller on the out route, and it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now a give to Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday.
My offense started this game out terrible. Defense did good.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Blankenship's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 27. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
Let's go, man. Let's go, CD.
Touchdown. CD Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Ryan to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Able to connect with Fuller. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke.
All this weak-ass tackling they doing.
He's got room past the 30.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Prescott to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Well, Prescott here to throw.
Look how he throws the ball, bro. That nigga goofy, bro.
Intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
I need another quarterback, bro.
The football here
as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Look, though, 5 interceptions. That's a damn shame.
Now Ryan.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free,
It's Madden NFL 23. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cowboys and the Texans, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. Mills looking to the air right away. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is going to be intercepted.
There he goes with these interceptions. Every game, he throw interceptions.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one? Or do you... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a review just to make sure that they...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott off play action. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Prescott under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
1st down, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Mills. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
It's over, man. Since that came through.
10, 5.
Let's go.
Brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Marr on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Texans football to start quarter 2. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mills to throw it. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. And his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25.
This game's be cheating me, bro.
Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14, coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night, you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
The Cowboys at 11-1 now on the year.
And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Prescott. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Finding space at the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down throw for Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, here's Pierce. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And for the third time
he
here
can't
this
throw.
half, it's intercepted.
He
And
cannot
the
throw.
Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is bio...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime here. And then, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Holding. Leading.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 35 on second down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second down throw for Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And a dangerous throw there. As that's
why he can't throw? Like, seriously.
And those
Come on
two just
now.
haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Mike McCarthy
Good dude, not throw, bro.
And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. 6 yards left on second down. On second down, here's Pierce. And he works free. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. First down, they go right back to Pierce.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, he pulls over it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is caught. It's caught.
Come on, Diggs.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone.
He puts them right in the end zone, bro. How dumb can you be?
Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Mills going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
I'm going to take him out, bro. He cannot throw, bro. Golly. Sorry.
Score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
He was throwing the ball like a little ass bitch, bro. Throw the ball right. God damn.
Let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play.
Every damn game we play, he throwing interception. Weak ass. Come on, bro.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to
Man, we supposed to be blowing them out, bro. This team only won 2 games, bro.
Take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines going for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rushes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Arlington. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rush to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a give here to Pollard. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's going to.
And he runs slow. Like, come on, bro.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
These niggas playing horrible as fuck, bro. Started 2 games off bad as fuck, bro.
To get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defense.
Look at this shit, bro.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Mills. It's caught left side by Colts.
Oh my God, bro. Both of these niggas right here, bro. How y'all missed the tackle, dog?
52 yards. And the Texans use the
You letting this sorry team do us like this.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Rush's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rush.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Now that's how you throw that. Shit, I don't know the interception you throwing.
Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Elliott. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mills back to throw.
Oh, that's game.
It's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their score.
Texas 2-11, and we let them play us like that. Come on, man. We're supposed to blow them out. We 12-1 though, y'all. Let's go. That was my last game right there, y'all. I'll see y'all later.